Da, 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 da. There we go. How we doing, fellas? Anybody around? Can I get a Can I get an amen? No. Hey, Joey. How's the audio, video? Crappy? What? Anybody got any? Anybody got any feedback? Like I said, I'm everything back. Was I? Did you lose me? We went up from 10 down to 2. Anybody? I might have. Uh, Now the air compressor's on. I might have to trash this. Okay. 2 thumbs up. Sounds good. Tony, Joey, Glenn, Paul. Thank you guys. I'll try to do this. I'm up at the shop. I don't know if this is going to work. What's up, Justin? Jim Harrington. I've had a hell of a week here. We're busy as all get out, and I got 2 guys gone. Turn the phone sideways. He says. He said, "Get the hell out of that deal there." All right, that better? Yeah, I should have brought my tablet. This is definitely dicey at best. Um, I just thought since I was up here, I'd give it a shot. I forgot to bring the tablet because I was working on a Dodge Cummins. I've been road testing in it this weekend. What up, Nick? Thanks, you guys, for joining me. Like I said, I'm up here at the shop just doing some bullshit. Like I said, I had my phone with me, and I thought, you know what, I'll try this StreamYard business. See if I can. Got some. I got a lot of shit in here. Had to do some paperwork. Yeah, the Cummins, Joey, I've got a turbo for it now. See if I can go in here. I'll show you this bad boy real quick. Just got a new turbo for the Cummins finally. I'm thinking that this will finally lay down lay this Cummins to rest. I've had my oil furnace go bad this week. All sorts of shit's happened. Turn this son of a bitch on here. I've got motor in that car to do. There's the engine for it. I've got this other Ford diesel here. I've got Kia over here. And I've got this Sprinter van here. Or Transit, I guess it is, Ford van. We've got so much shit in the shop today, or this week. And we've already got a ton out last week. Here's the new turbo for the Cummins. Got this bad boy here. Got a reman. Bad mamma jammer here. I'm going to be slipping that guy on. I just had the Cummins. Then here's my new oil furnace. Just had to replace this guy. $700. Real nice, but the oil furnace is burning like a champ now. Hey, Turk. So yeah, that's what's going on in the shop. Little mini shop tour again. We got it all cleaned up in here though. I feel pretty good. Shop's looking nice. Guys did a good job last week keeping things clean. You know, like I said, we've got little space in here. I just got all the oil containers in here. We just got the bulk oil in here the other day. Yeah, the waste oil furnace right there. That guy right there went down, and that caused me a whole heap of trouble. So, nonetheless, did I lose you guys again? No, it's still showing people jumping on. So, yeah, I have to come in here and set up. See if I can set this somewhere reasonable. God damn. Desk is full of crap. Got garbage everywhere. See if I can get us. I don't even have a damn tripod in here. See if I can get something set up here where you guys can throw an eyeball on me. Well, this is makeshift deal. Kyle, you bought the RBT bits. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that works. Hey, thanks, Earl. I appreciate you liking my videos, man. I'm just trying to help out, do what I can. What's up, Noah? I don't know how far back in the shop I can probably get without losing you guys. Oh. This is definitely not. I should go get my tripod out of my truck. No, I actually I was going to return a tool. I have bought these. The last tool I have from Rat Trap. I had this set of shitty trim tools, and I was actually going to return these. Never even opened them. Was going to buy them for a backup tool set at home, but I bought that Cornwell set, so I said I'm done with horrible freight. Hey, Brad, ring that bell, buddy. Ding, ding, ding. I should run out. I'm going to run out and grab my tripod out of the truck real quick. That will sure you guys will. That way you guys won't get too. Hey Darren, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Grab my. Let's grab my. Get out of my truck here. Give you a little office tour quick. I'm up here. This is the waiting room. We got a nice little waiting room. You know, so it's pretty sweet. So get that. Oh, we're going outside quick. Grab that tripod so we can get a little more stability out of this business. I've got, like I said, guys, I got a ton of cars. You see all the way down the line here, everything down the end there, that's all the stuff I got to work on. So, yeah, just say no to horrible freight. I'm all about that. Believe you me. Let me see here. Oh, here. Got the old tripod. That's my nickname back in high school. They called me Tripod, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. CP, what's up, Jason Pollard? How's it going? I think I'm going to try to keep doing these live streams at 6 o'clock. You don't see no tool hauls from me, just to kind of keep my finger on what's going on in the world. So, all right. No, I will not be working Thanksgiving Day, Rat Trap. I am out on that. I will not be working Thanksgiving Day or Friday. So I will be shutting down. They got the cars fixed by then. That's too bad. It is what it is. Whoop. Yeah, we're stupid busy. We are stupid busy. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at hiring 2 more guys. Just because, Justin, I would be working if I didn't have so many guys that have been getting beat up. So I can't afford to, just the guys are just done. They're cooked. So I can't afford to run those guys anymore. Let's see if we can get this. Hip. Sorry, we got the tripod. I should have been more prepared. I apologize. Oh boy. Did I lose everybody? We're getting there. I got a tripod now. We're gonna get some stability. Look at there. Oh shit. Shot her right out. There we go. All right. Little better deal there now. I apologize. We had some technical difficulties. We're getting on the board. We're getting on board here now. There we go. Little stable. I can see what's going on. Yeah. I mean, trust me, I don't want to turn down any money, but I'll be honest with you, the parts are going to be a hard thing for me to get. Unless I have everything here. Thanksgiving will be nothing. Then we're already shut down Saturday. So unless I have everything here Friday, I'm going to be at a moot point. That's my only problem with working Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's what I got going on with that. Yeah, Rat Trap, you're right. I can't find any text neither. So. Let's see. Cornwall truck just came in your area, Paul. That's awesome. You know what? I got to tell you, Cornwall's taking a whole different approach to their tools. They're actually what I would consider, and I'm not trying to dog on them or anything, but so what they're doing is they're doing the rebrands like Matco, except for they're not really hiding their shit. And I think they're coming up with a better price. Matco is just stupid on their prices anymore. They're out of line. I've definitely lost faith in a lot of my Matco stuff. So is it worth 25? Did they say 25 on it? No, I'm just kind of old school gangster. I like to keep the flex fit stickers on it. So yeah, I don't know. I like to. This is my good hat. I love these flex fit hats. These are my favorite. So you can see I got allergies too. If you're wondering, my eyes are all puffed up. I've been fighting that shit. That's been fun too. Can't breathe, whatnot. Yeah, no, Tarek. I'm not dogging on it. The thing about it is, I don't mind Matco. And don't let me get like I'm just beating down Matco, but I just not very happy with what they got going on with some of their stuff. Like I said, I got the Matco Jamestown cart. Snap-on does the same thing too. Their carts. So Cornwell and Mac are the only two that I have found that their carts, they're big in carts like that. The $2,500, like the Maximizer carts or the Cornwell, what the hell do they call them? The Platinum Series carts. Those are all lifetime guaranteed. Well, the Jamestown cart is Matco's high-end cart, and they only got a 3-year warranty on it. So I asked my dealer if he'd warranty out my detents, and he says, "No, sorry, your date code's up too old." And so that was one thing that kind of irritated me. And then the next thing that they kind of irritated me was that just some of the tool. I asked him about getting some stuff, and he told me the price, and it was absolutely astronomical. And then I just realized the Cornwall guy could get the same thing, and they were selling it for like almost $40 cheaper. So no, Tarek, I definitely understand you, buddy. I'm not saying that buying Matco sucks. I think Matco has really gotten out over their head. They're like doing higher than Snap-on prices. Like their swivel sockets, their swivel impact sockets. So you can buy the gear wrench pinless ones. They're called if you look at them, gear wrench has pinless. They're called X something, X Force or something like that. Gear wrench has them. Matco sells that same set of sockets. They want $500. Now gear wrench recently raised their price, and they're like $200. So yeah, the Mack truck, Jason, that's definitely Mack truck's awesome. I think that they're middle of the road. I think the Mack and Cornwell truck are pretty awesome about the way they're pricing stuff. Matco's just out of line, but I've always been a fan of Mack, and I've noticed that their prices are usually reasonable. You're going to pay more. Yeah, I like the Matco 88 tooth ratchets, but then you even look at those black ones though that they just came out with. Everybody's having a problem with those black ratchets. Tarek, I know you bought one of those black ratchets. Has yours had any issues yet? That's a good question. Hey, what up, Jake the Ag Mechanic? Thanks for joining me on my in the shop live stream. And then like I said, my buddy or my partner here, he's got a. I don't know if you can see that. There's his. He's got a Maximizer Mac toolbox. Like I said, we've had that. That's why I said I'm just Mac fan. So I should do a toolbox tour of his one of these days. I'll ask him. He's got a lot of old shit. He's got a lot of stuff that his dad gave him. So yeah, POS out of the box. No kidding, Tarek. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, Paul Sanders, you saw a Husky tool truck? Shut the front door. Yeah, hey, one mechanic. Apparently, I got something. I think the internet was kind of sketchy, but it came back. So, anyways, I was just beating down Matco. No, not really. I don't hate Matco stuff. I mean, I bought a lot of Matco stuff. But yeah, it's just Jason. Yeah, so I've seen a lot of problems. I don't know what it is about this black finish on this Matco 88 tooth ratchet, but it's definitely got a. And they must have built it right next to the Harbor Freight one, is what I'm guessing. Near as I can figure. Uh, you know, so I just got a Bosch 625 ADS scan tool I bought. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with. Not just speaking of that, um, the part stores are really coming to play now. Skip locks up its trash. Wow. So basically, everybody that's had one of those black ratchets now from Matco is they're garbage. Don't even buy them. And Matco is not even doing anything about them. That's what the sad part about it is. I haven't heard a single person say that Matco was going to handle this issue because those ratchets are basically junk. I'm guessing they got some casting flaws. They probably got something wrong with them when they did the casting and did the powder coating or something. Who knows. But nonetheless, Matco's definitely got some problems with those black 88 tooth ratchets. You might as well just buy the chrome ones. I mean, it was a nice, it was a valiant attempt, I guess. I wanted to get one of the red handled because I won't buy any of the ratchets unless they're red handles. I'm just going old school. Yeah, Matt. So Rester Rods, I about bought one of those black Matcos, and locking trigger was seizing up on my rep. Ha! That's crazy. Right on the truck. Oh, dude. Hey, Clue, I love that pry bar. Used it already. God. Do you not have a Matco guy, Tarek? I'd set it back to Matco. Yeah, Jason, that's what I would do. I mean, if everybody's having problems with this Matco ratchet, it's definitely an elephant in the room. Oh damn. Yeah. Matco's definitely got a problem with this ratchet. Autobahn Dan, I've been waiting for him to come out with something. He seems to have had the most contact with Matco about them. I have not purchased one. I asked my Matco rep about getting one, and he said he would not order them because he didn't want to go through the headache. That tells me right there when your own rep doesn't want to buy them. So, yeah, there you go. Rat Trap, that's exactly what my Matco guy said too. Now, the other Matco guy we got in town, he's got a whole truck full of them. And I asked him if he said anybody had any problems. He said none. He didn't, but I'll guarantee you somebody's not telling the truth. Jake, the ag mechanic, I definitely don't. I disagree with Matco saying that they build the strongest boxes. And here's the reason why because Matco adds in a lot of extra shit. I do like their boxes. Don't get me wrong. But I will tell you this right now: they don't build the strongest box. I am too right now having a box dilemma. I am buying. So this is the box that I was going to get. Was this box right here? Was this same box right here? This is an MB 1900. This is about. This is the same setup I'm going to get, basically, with what I was going to get. But I decided against that because we don't have any room here at the shop. That box is almost 108 inches long, I think, like that. It's a true three bank. So Matco doesn't actually have a true three bank, in my opinion, because their boxes are like 70 some inches long. Yes, I have seen the drop test on YouTube, and that thing doesn't, because they have a big rigid frame in it. It doesn't really, to me, kind of compare apples to apples. So they're built well, but the space that they have in them, I just don't. They've got one box that I would buy, and that's got all full length drawers down the two bay side. So it's basically a huge two bays. Hey, hey, Dave. Toolbox footage. If it's name broke for toolbox, yeah. 1022 Snap-on. I definitely, the thing about Snap-ons is that there is they are made here in Iowa, and they are quality toolboxes, and I definitely don't discredit them for that. I do like the toolbox. I like the Epics. If I was going to get a toolbox from Snap-on, it would be an Epic. But the problem is I want an all long. I want the 3 drawer with a power drawer. Then I decided Resto Rods made a really good point. He got a new Snap-on toolbox, and he made a really good point. If you're gonna buy a toolbox with a power drawer, and you're gonna have a side locker, why not use a side locker as your power drawer? Way better option. Not only that, you have your hutch. So you think so, Resto? You think I think my Mac. I think my Mac is built as every bit as heavy duty as my as a Matco one. Um, that's I think the difference is that Matco uses too much. They use too much steel in it, make it, and they overbuild them. In a way, they do build the strongest. Been there, done that. I have a Matco 6S. My new Epic is no comparison, right? I don't. It's kind of like you're comparing apples. They're really a tough toolbox to gauge against too. When you look at them, Matco, Snap-on, they're really. I mean, actually, the Cornwell Platinum series, I tell you, that's the one I'm really looking at. Um, I've been working out of a Matco 4S going on 4 years. I just don't like the. I just don't like the Matco drawer layout. Resto, come on, tell me about what you think about the Matco drawer layout, because you just recently ran out of room in your box. But tell me how you feel about how much space you really had in that toolbox. Those drawers are kind of narrow in a Matco box. That's what I really don't like about Matco is that where the Mac and Snap-on, you get more room, more cubic inches out of the toolbox to more usable space. So just like the Cornwell is the same way too. I believe you get more usable space out of it, but that's just me from what I've known over my experience. And I can show you, like, for instance, let me run this over here real quick, just to show you what I'm talking about in this right here. So on a Matco, this door right here is a little bit narrower. So this is a true 3-bay in my idea, and like this drawer right here has it's a good drawer for wrenches. You see how much? See if we can get all this or get this. You see how much space you have. You have a good amount of space for big wrenches and whatnot. And these drawers fit nice and flush. Against the toolbox. Then you got this big ass drawer right here. It's huge. You got a lot of space. But I mean, look at this. This is why I like the Mac box. You see that? I'm on this corner of the toolbox. That's a big ass heavy drawer. It doesn't sag. It doesn't drag. So. Hey, what up, Jim C? What wrenches do you like? Flip styles, Let me I gotta get a little warm in here. Must have Mac tools. Paul, must have Mac tools. If you have to have any air tools, I try to stick with buying Mac. Mac tools, I like the ratchets, pry bars, the handles and the pry bars. I like the screwdrivers, RBT bits, and anything drill bit, and um, any of their carbide bit burrs. They're all lifetime warranted. Only tool company that has that. So, Paul Rich, that's pretty significant line. I think, quite frankly, you could go with any of their hardline stuff. They definitely have. They make their hardline stuff down in Dallas in the same factories as Proto, so it's pretty comparable. But if I had to say, you know, must-have Mac stuff's definitely drill bits. I probably always, maybe it's just because I've always had them in the ratchets. Those Axis ratchets are killer. I love them. Let's see here. I've got an older Maximizer. Love it. Yeah, Rat Trap. I definitely, Maximizers are pretty legit. Hey, look at this. Hard Knocks. Sup? Yeah. Honestly, the drawers and slides on the Epic are superior. Macro box and layout inherently ran me out of space. Drawer size was just awkward to fit. That's what Resto Rods and that guy's. If you guys read that comment there on there, he's definitely, that's the same thing that I like the Matco boxes, but when I got to looking at them deeper, the Matco boxes just have a weird drawer layout. They have awkward drawers like the Rebel box and the 6S's. Great boxes, but they're not a true 3-bay like that Max right there is. You know, that Maximizer 3-bay is a huge box, and it's a true 3-bay, just like Resto's new Epic box is a true 3-bay. You know, like 80 inches, whatnot. So that's my only problem with the Macro boxes. Every time I look at them, it's just like they've got nothing that, you know, they waste a lot of space. Out of all the toolbox companies, they waste a lot because they quote unquote want to be the strongest. So for me, it comes down to being Mac or Cornwell. I really wouldn't mind a Snap-on box, but honestly, when it comes down to warranty, the way Mac is taking care of me on the warranty, that's why they're number one. They've literally warranted all the guys' toolboxes in this area if there's ever an issue, without fail. So, yeah, let's see here. 30-inch deep boxes are definitely the best. What's up, Hard Knocks? 30-inch deep 06 Corvette. That is definitely the ticket, and that's definitely where I'm going with my new box too. Yeah, I agree, Resto. The Mac boxes, you know, they're just quality. I just got to wait for them to get out into their new plant before I do it. Jim C, my Cornwell dealer is getting a Platinum Series on. He's trying to entice me into buying it. I know why he's getting it. And I'm not going to lie, he might get it done. It just matters all about dollars and cents. And if he sweetens the pot and he throws me in 2 side lockers, it's a little bit smaller than that Maximizer, which is okay. I don't know where I'm going to put it in the shop. I might have to take it home, and I might have to buy a couple more tool carts for here. That's my only problem. Yeah, toolboxes. Jake, the ag mechanic, I can tell you this right now. He's crying about not getting paid on YouTube and to cancel out. Yeah, hey, Rat Trap, that's a good thing with all the deals. That's why I said YouTube right now for me, it's just for having fun, giving out information. So, you'll know who the real guys were here to do stuff when, like I said, you want somebody's resume. There you go. Pull them up. These are mechanics' hands here. I've been working on stuff for years, so I just can't get away from it. Even if I was rich, I'd probably still be working on shit. Jake, the ag mechanic, to answer your question about warranty differences, yes, I do. So Matco will not give you a honest lifetime warranty, and that's clear to me right now. I will tell you right now, Snap-on, they also will not give you a full lifetime warranty. It's called a limited lifetime warranty. And what they will do is you will fight them tooth and nail to get something done. If there's some kind of paint issue, which generally there's not, and don't take any of this as me dogging on their stuff, okay? Because I know you guys like your toolboxes and this is and I'm not here to it's not like I'm banging on your old lady. Ooh, she's ugly, I don't want to make this personal, but the facts are the facts. This guy back here had a KRA or KRL 3-bank top and bottom and 2 side lockers, and there was some paint chipping on it or paint flaking on it, and Snap-on told him to go fly a kite. Bought it brand new and spent almost $22,000 for the whole setup, and they told him to pound sand when he said that I wanted to paint. So that right there, and that's you can You can look all over here in Des Moines, and you'll find mechanics that'll tell you the same thing. That's a fact. And I'm not dogging on Snap-on. Like I said, I like their Epic boxes, but I would be very careful when you buy that box to make sure that you treat that thing like, you put a glass case around it when you go home, because if they're spraying water on the floor and they get, and it starts rusting or something, Snap-on will kick you to the curb. Mac warranties their box. So Matco is the same way. They won't cover their tracks. After a while they'll start telling you you're on your own. So I haven't seen anybody ever get a Matco box warranty, to be honest with you. Now Cornwell, I hear, will do the same thing as Mac is doing, and I have a feeling they're doing that because they were very close in Ohio and they know. So Cornwell's, I'll be honest with you, Cornwell's not very dumb. They're smart, and they understand that making sure getting getting warranty stuff done is how you're going to keep a mechanic happy. Let's see here. Power side locker just bought the 68. Yep. Yeah, definitely wanted that. YouTube should always be about fun and never be on anything count as income. You're right, Hard Knocks. Yes, we Mac Cart. I got lost in here. Mac Cart, I definitely am gonna talk to my Mac guy about trading my cart in for the Maximizer cart. It's just awesome. I think if you get it right on the right deal and there's promo, I think the Maximizer Mac carts are pretty awesome. They're 30 inches deep too. So, Bill Beckett, yes, I own a shop with a buddy of mine. We're partners. YouTube should always be about fun. That's right, Hard Knocks. Definitely all about fun for me. Z06, that was Resto Rods that first turned me on to that comment, but I agreed with him too. Resto Rods is a super smart guy. He definitely knows his stuff. Been working on old cars and hot rods and stuff like that. He gets it. If wife does, yeah, you know what I always say. What the wife don't know is she only knows what she don't know. Yeah, One Mechanic, you have a nice 5-drawer cart set up. One Mechanic is a good one. If you guys are interested in looking at Mac carts, he's got the next step down from the Maximizer. That's got he's got a 5-drawer side, super nice setup. Really nice. I almost thought about getting that set up and getting rid of my Jamestown. He came on. We got well, nothing really happened with the Bear. Bear had Bear was talking about him having the YouTube changes. YouTube's changing their monetization stuff. There's no animosity between me and the Bear. I don't have any problems with the Bear. He does his thing. I do my thing. It is what it is. I'm over that crap. I'm here to do what I got to do. Toolbox footage. See you later, man. Yeah, and then we had a live stream on the Maintenance Man's channel, and it was a good time. So we hashed everything out. Hey, what's up, Ocean Put? Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. The short week. Nick Pixel brought that up. I want to mention that too. Let's see here. Yeah, there you go, Bill. That's why I'm here on Sunday. Got to set up for Monday. Oh, yeah. Sorry, ratchet wrenches. I apologize for getting that. Let's go. Let's backpedal. I'm reading on a small screen here using my phone. What's up, Truck Mechanic? So the girlfriend. Whose was that answer about the ratchet wrenches? Who was that? Let's look here. I apologize. Ratchet wrenches. Let's backtrack a little bit. Give you a little bit of I gotta find this. Canada. Oh, here you go. Jason Stanton. He asked me, "What's your go-to ratchet wrenches? What do you like to switch to? The styles of the flips?" I definitely like the switches. The flat ones are definitely, yeah, Jason. I have been using gear wrenches forever because when they first came out, that's what I bought. There was no other ratcheting wrenches out. You could buy the Blue Point ones, which I wasn't impressed with those. And Gear Wrench first came out with them, so that's what I've had. I've been using Gear Wrench ratcheting wrenches since they came out. They seem to work all right. I will say that they aren't worth the shit on the open end. They spread like crazy. I would like to upgrade to another set. Hold on here. So once again, so these are the Matco ones. These are the Matco ratcheting wrenches. These are kind of their latest and greatest. They've got their flank bite. I do kind of like these. I will say though, there's spline drive, and to be honest with you, that shit don't work for me. 6-point. So I'm going to buy. I'll tell you what I'm actually going to do. When it comes to ratchet wrenches, I'm going to buy the Mac. What are they called? What's their middle line? I'm having a brain fart right now. Precision Torque. Mac has some Precision Torque 6-point ratcheting wrenches with the gear flip, and they have the with their knuckle saber design, which they have a little cut in there. So that's going to be what I'm going to try. I can't say that they're any good, but I want 6-point ratcheting wrenches. When it comes down to, in my opinion, this stuff right here, I'm not working on that much 12-point. I don't need the spline drive shit. I want a ratcheting wrench that fits the fastener, and most of my fasteners that I work on are 6-point. So that's what I want. 6 points work 10 times better on fasteners. When they started coming out with all this multi-drive shit, I think people don't realize that, that stuff is what helps round a fastener out most of the time. They say these are good, but I don't buy it. These ratcheting wrenches aren't terrible. I like them. They got good length. I do like the Matco ones. Nice little flipper lever. They are better than the Snap-on ones, in my opinion. We got a set of Snap-on ones here too. So the Snap-on ones, let's compare them right side by side. So here's a Snap-on. Here's a Matco. The Snap-ons are a little bit shorter. They obviously got a serviceable head, so you don't get this actual wrench replaced. This little flipper in here is what pisses me off about the Snap-on ones. You guys can see that. You can't hardly turn that thing when you're down in a tight spot. It's a pain in the ass. So it's almost useless. So that's my take on those ratchet wrenches, whatnot. Yes, the Matco ones are Taiwan made. I'm sure of it, but so are the gear wrenches. That's why I stuck with them. Craftsman Older Aid ratchet wrenches years ago. Yeah. Yeah, Jason, if you got the Mac ones, you'll probably like them. Let me know what you know. The flat gear wrenches they have their place for me. Let's see, no pressure, no owners. We got no Craftsman, Taiwan made. I would like an extra long set. Yep. These Matco ones are pretty long. To be honest with you, I don't know that I really need anything really long. I mean, they're almost. They got to be close to. There's plenty of good leverage for me. I live in central Iowa, right around Des Moines. Let's see here. Oh. Tekton has 6-point wrenches. Yeah, I would try this Tekton 6-point wrenches. I want to try some cornroll wrenches too. I might buy a couple just for shits and giggles to see what they're like. I have a hard time. If someone made a set of reversible and flex head ratchet wrenches, heartbeat, only up to 3/4 of 19. Oh yeah, you're not that far away, Jeremy. Washington. No, I'd like to buy some Jed, I'd like to buy some Milwaukee stuff. Nice. Does he work in a shop, Jeremy? Um, yeah, Glenn, I definitely like the SK 6-point ratcheting wrenches. I have a set of the. I'm gonna get a set of those X ones, but they're, you know, Jake. Yeah, you're right. I have a hard time paying top dollar for non U.S. made tools too. Go to Justin Sturgill's channel, Jim C, and he can show. You can probably find it there. Um, Corner and sockets having from Boston. Wow, my buddy's in Boston right now. My partner, Ocean Pout. He's at the Patriots game. Blue powered dual flex ratchet wrenches are nice. Yeah, I'll need to check those out. X frame. Yeah, check out the Tomahawk, the 6-point X frame S&K wrenches. Yeah, I definitely want to get some of those. I was hoping to get a chance to buy some of those 6-point S&K wrenches soon. Well, Matco used to have the same rack. That wouldn't surprise me, Rod. X beams. Yep. Tarek, do you have any X beams? S&K 6-point X beams, like 220 position. Yeah, I haven't never used them though. If they got to hold up for me. I mean these like I'm not saying that these Snap-on ones didn't they haven't done their job. You know, obviously they have, but I just don't like that switch on these. That switch right there is what detours me from buying the Snap-on ones. I don't have them. Yeah, Tarek's got the X Beam S&K wrenches. That's definitely there's some interesting one. My first toolbox top was a bed liner, and I loved it, and it started to bubble and peel after a few years. First, no, it scratches. So, 13.9. Oop, sorry about the extra noise. I forgot to turn my shit down. You can't break bolts loose with X beams. You can break bolts loose with X beams. I only found one use for SK spline ratchets. Somebody got in a fight with me about that S&K doesn't have a truck on here, and this guy went off on me. And I was like, dude, you got to be kidding me. Hey, see you, Chris. Thanks for stopping by. Pat's 113.9. Yeah, he's a Cowboys fan too. That's the best part. So he wouldn't even go there, and he wouldn't even wear his Cowboy stuff. Ocean Pout. He wouldn't wear his Cowboy shit at all because he was embarrassed. Yeah. So S&K truck. I'd really like to see an S&K truck. That would be. I've seen one on. There's one video on YouTube. Well, so they're not actually. They don't actually strip everything, Jed. It's a good point. Spline drive doesn't really actually split or they're supposed to fit square drive, 12-point. What the hell is it? 6-point, 12-point. It's like 5 different fasteners, 5 or 6 different fasteners. That's the whole point of it. It's a multi-drive. This is a multi-drive that fits everything. So, that's the deal, Jed. Is that that's what the spline drive is supposed to be for. The problem is that you look at this though, you're only getting that much fastener bite on a 6-point when you got a whole wall. So they don't necessarily fit. I wish I had something here. Wish I had a size to fit this guy right here, right now. Something set in front of me. Probably could find one. I got enough bolts and nuts laying out. my desk. This is what we got, just bolts and nuts laying all over the desk here. So I guess we'll try to give it a country go. You see here, what I'm saying is that doesn't bite into the fastener, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You don't get the full wall touch on that. That's why I don't like spline drive shit. I'd rather have 6-point wrenches for that, 12-point wrenches. It's just best when it comes down to it. A little extra money. Yeah, spline drive stuff is definitely different. It's nice for when like if I would probably rather have spline drive than 12-point, just because I think spline drive and 12-point would be a lot better option. At least a spline drive, if you needed to use it for something else, you could. So, in my opinion, I would get rid of 12-point stuff and use by spline drive stuff. They have spline drive sockets. This is the new thing now that they're, some people are coming out with. I mean, Matco, this is what they changed their ratcheting wrenches to, a spline drive. So. Hey, Major Weakness, welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you coming on. Yeah, it does. Spline drive does get stuck faster. They haven't never. Yeah, Tarek. It's like I said, spline drive is one of those things I would have for. We got the same number of SK trucks as Cornwell. Unbelievable. Wow. How many? Oh, none. I didn't read that. I went through that too fast. That's a good one. There's an SK truck here. Bad Larry's. Really digging the new Icon wrenches. Came out with them. Like them better than the Max. That's a good deal. I mean, as far as I know, the Icon wrenches are pretty much the same as Carlisle. So that would be pretty much the same as Matco's. They're all three just about dead nuts on the same. If you look at your Icon wrenches, you can tell me. The flippers almost look the same. The wrenches almost look the same. The teeth look the same. Don't be surprised. They're all being built by the same person. And I have a Cornwell truck. I've never seen a Cornwell truck I've seen a Cornwell truck, but I've never been on a Cornwell truck until recently. I missed my Cornwell guy this last Friday, though. I had a doctor's appointment. He comes early in the morning on Friday, the bastard. So he's got a bunch of shit for me, but I might go chase him down this week before Thanksgiving because I'd like to get my stuff. He's got some ratcheting wrenches that I'm just dying to get. They're little they're flex. You guys might dig them when you see them. Matco sells them. They're made by Mountain. They're just like flex ratcheting wrenches that are straight with a little handle. I thought they'd be handy. Jake, the Ag Mechanic's never been on a Matco truck. That's crazy. Matco's probably got more distributors out there right now than Mac does, I think. But I don't know if that'll be changing. Well, that's lucky. You know what, Tarek? You're lucky you got a Cornwell dealer close. Because you don't need to go to a Matco guy then. But yeah, I that's what I do too. I don't care. I'll drive to a dealer if I have to. Not scared. Man, this shit goes fast. We're only spending an hour. Yeah, I agree, Jake, the Ag Mechanic. I mean, when it comes to tools, you got to think Mac's been doing it since 1938. I do have like some kind of. I feel like Cornwell's kind of the underdog. They've always been there, but they've always. I don't know how they've stayed around this long. They must be doing something right. But Resto Rod says, "Don't waste your time with Matco." They are definitely. I think they're definitely getting a bad name here recently. They've really taken a. They're doing so much rebranding. That's the problem. Which obviously that's all they do. They're just a rebranding company. They don't actually make any, which is no different than going to Harbor Freight or to anybody like parts stores or whatnot. But the problem is that their prices are stupid high. I priced out their 30-inch ratchet, and it's like $310 for a half-inch ratchet. I know it's long and it's the biggest one out there, but they're like $60 higher than Snap-on. Just like I said, their ratchet or their freaking sockets the same way. Their sockets are outlandish for their good stuff. Tarek? Have you tried calling Mac and seeing if you have a Mac guy that way? Yeah, Apex tools are definitely something to be. They've hurt a lot of people over the years. Yeah, they are crazy prices for rebranded stuff. I wouldn't go that far to say that Matco's looking more like Harbor Freight on wheels. They have some differences. They're smarter than Harbor Freight because at least they're, like their ADV stuff is all mostly Sonix sockets, but their prices on it. I mean, so for instance, I bought an ADV quarter-inch master socket set. I thought it was not a terrible deal for being on the tool truck, and I really don't mind that I bought the Matco one versus the Sonix. I looked at the Sonix kit, and I actually didn't like the Sonix kit as good as I did the Matco because there was some subtle differences. But at the end of the day, it was $650 versus $250 for buying the Sonix kit. So that means that they inflated the price to probably close to, I'm guessing, $500, and then sold it to the dealer, and then the dealer made $150 off of it. So they're making almost triple off of selling tools to the dealer. And trust me, like I said, I've been in the tool business. The margins that those guys make most of the time, like Mac guys and whatnot, are like 35-40%. They're not really making a shit ton of money. So if Matco's burning those guys down, and they're selling the tool, let's for instance, let's go with my Diagon here. I carry this with me pretty much all the time now. This little tool is like, if you guys don't have a scan tool, and you want something that's this is the Diagon X431, and I pretty much, it's cell phone size, and I carry it with me all the time. So if I wanted to buy that from Matco, what they would do is that they would buy this from launch, make a deal with them, say, hey, we'll buy X amount of these in bulk. We're going to rebrand them and sell them. We wanted to make some changes so that they look like ours. Get together with the marketing team. They would sell that on the Matco truck for $1,000, and then they would sell it to the dealer for like $800. So then he's only getting X amount of dollars. So this tool sells for $600, basically from anywhere. So, yeah, it's yeah. See, there you go, Kyle. Tarek's the same way. He bought all his stuff from tech school. They've got to smoke it. They've got a killer deal. But Mac does the same thing. The only thing is, I think the convenience of buying tools from Matco online is probably better than anybody else's for tech stuff. People talk about people going out to buy stuff for when you're a technician starting off. You can't hardly beat these school prices. So, yeah, there's Cornwall is really light on the West Coast because they're bigger in the East Coast. Ohio area, Pennsylvania area, they're definitely predominant all up in that area. Yeah, I have a lot of tool truck bills, I can tell you that, but I don't care. I spread it out evenly. I spread the love evenly. I just tell the guys, here's the deal. This is what I'm going to pay you a week. And, the Snap-on guy was the most upset because I used to give him like $300-400 a week, and then as I jumped on everybody else's tool trucks, I said, I'm going to only do you $100 a week now. So he lost out. All my buddy's shop said Mac has disappeared here in Oregon, and that's the sad part, Tarek. Oregon was a big deal for Mac back in the day. I know that for sure. I actually know they had a couple out there, and I know a guy that was in Medford. That was a dealer for Medford, Oregon. I remember for a fact there's a guy that was a dealer out there. Okay. See what we got going on here. My Snap-on guy had a promo. The Snap-on quarter-inch cordless ratchet kits, quarter-inch matric wobble, 669. He sold it to me for $490. There you go. Yeah, that's how you got to do it though, right? You know, I mean, Resto's he knows the game. You know, you got to beat those guys down. You know, I definitely I definitely I definitely dig the being able to make deals. I've noticed that Snap-on's been doing a lot more BOGO stuff too, which is cool. But you got to watch them, make sure that they're giving you a good deal on that stuff. Did you get the quarter-inch long head ratchet or just the regular ratchet, Resto? Because I'm having a hard time right now wanting to buy the Milwaukee one just because of that speed of that cordless quarter-inch. Both the guys here got the quarter-inch Snap-on. I don't want to spend the money. I've already got all Milwaukee shit. But I want the Extendo ratchet. I've got the regular ratchet, so I'm not going to trade that. I don't mind the speed of my Milwaukee, but you know, is it worth buying the Snap-on 14.4 for the speed? Man, I definitely get to going on shit, and I want to zip stuff off faster. And I can just see when I get going down the line on taking stuff off. You know, my old air shit. That's what it was fast. You know, that's the problem is I grew up working on air tools. And I think that I'm out of sync with the speed on my Milwaukee stuff. I think it's just a little too slow where that Snap-on stuff kind of lines up with all my air tool stuff. My old quarter-inch ratchet, I used to be able to zip shit off with that thing fast. You know, come to changing intakes on a car or something like that, I'd bang them right out. I was a 3-1 intake changing mother lover when I was back in the day doing that stuff. Gear wrench trucks, wow. That I've never seen. I have the new launch. Sweet. I'm just gonna get the quarter-inch Milwaukee, I think, first. But I was just kind of curious if I should go with the Snap-on one. Buy on the tool truck. There you go. Hashtag. Is that the right hashtag, Justin? I have the new launch. It's not worth buying the Snap-on. All right. Well, then I won't do that. Justin says it, and I'll go with it. I'll just buy the Milwaukee one. And I'm going to buy all my Milwaukee shit off the Cornwall guy. I'll tell you what, will not have a problem warranting my Milwaukee stuff. Those guys got it down. I went ahead and got the quarter-inch short kit with makes sense for me, and the speed is what sold it on for me. For example, I didn't buy the new 3/8 Brute because there you go. Yeah, I watched your video, Roscoe. That's definitely something that intrigued me too. Speed is a factor. Whether you think so or not. But I'll tell you, I can with the these. I mean, this little feller's been around a while, so I can't say anything bad about it. But this little quarter-inch, these things, if you use these things too much, you will smoke the head. But I do like the reverse switch. I mean, these are so much nicer than the Milwaukee ones. The Milwaukee ones suck changing positions. But you can see this one's got some miles on it. This little son of a bitch, but watch how fast those things get with it, man. And this thing, like I said, this ain't. I mean, you can't even hardly read the numbers on here for anything. We have abused this son of a bitch for a long time. This thing is 4 years old. So, I mean, it's never been warranted. Works just fine. So speed is really not all that much different. It's not worth the price. Yeah, that's my. So I mean, I'm already in the Milwaukee stuff, Justin. You're probably right then. And I noticed the Milwaukee. Should grab mine real quick. So I've been using the shit out of my 1/4 inch one, and I guess doesn't really seem that much slower. I guess when you really put it down to brass tacks here, you know. The braking's nicer on the 1/4 inch one. I dig this 1/4 inch Milwaukee. I have liked it. I just don't like that fucking change button in here. This thing sucks. Milwaukee needs to come up with a better design for that. This selector switch is garbage. And they're even worse on these ones. I got this one for free, so I don't really need a 3/8 ratchet. But these ones are even worse than the fuel ones. But yeah, so yeah, cordless ratchets have definitely changed the game. The problem is everybody gets hung up on the foot pounds and like resto rods. The foot pounds don't mean shit. Most of the times you can crack these things loose, especially I think Snap-on's like saying you can get like 120 or something out of theirs. Milwaukee's the same way. As long as you don't press on these triggers, you can crack anything loose with these things. These kits are basically ratchets inside of them. You're not going to do anything to damage that stuff up there. So the foot pounds don't make a shit to me. Never have. I mean, I remember my air ratchets have never loosened anything up. It's hey, AgTech45, what's up? Everyday Fleet Tech is in the house. Mike Swindell is in the house. Brad is in the house. Yeah, we do have a CarQuest. We are a CarQuest. Derek, we are a CarQuest. I am a CarQuest shop. What do you call it? TechNet. I'm a TechNet shop, so I don't do any of the media shit for our TechNet stuff. My partner and his wife do all that. I like to stay out of that TechNet garbage. I'm more in. I just want to deal with the mechanic side, and then I do YouTube stuff. That's what I like doing. I don't like the head size of Milwaukee and stuff. Switch on the switch. The switches is what really pisses me off. Can't do it fast. Ed T, what's up? Brad's workbench is back in here. Love the Snap-on tools. You get way more. I love Snap-on hand tools. You get way more of your money power tool wise with Milwaukee up. I think I'm gonna. Hey Andy, what's up? What's up, all the mechanics out there? Starting to see a trend here. There's just a lot of mechanics around in this whole gig here, isn't there? There's a different breed. Most of the DIY guys don't watch the mechanic stuff because they don't like to be offended by the mechanic stuff. It just is what it is, I suppose. God damn, I'm thirsty. I need a soda. Hold on, I gotta get a pop out of the old pop machine. You guys can stare at the background, peek around the shop. Feel free, walk around if you want. All right, I'm back. Oh, I should show you guys my new addition to the shop too. I forgot. We just added a free 65-inch TV, so we can watch football games here. Yeah, it's kind of a little hangout every once in a while, but first gen. I'm on the JST Mountain Dew program right now, even though I don't like drinking soda. Normally I drink water. So I just sold one of my scan tools too. Any of you guys, I made out a pretty good deal. So this is the older Autel. I don't know how many guys are into scan tools, but you know, I mean, these things are like, I bought these for $2,500 a piece. So I got 2 of these. This is the old one. I just sold this one to buy a Bosch 625 ADS. That was a smoking deal. I made out on that. I have the newer. This is the Maxicom 908 Pro. This scan tool is just badass. I love this scan tool here. It's awesome. Pretty fast and whatnot, but definitely glad I got this one now, and then I got that 625 Bosch coming. Plug this thing back in. Sorry, I couldn't find the hole. Should have put air around it. Let's see here. Yeah, nectar of the gods. Yeah, I like my Autel. So Rat Trap, here's the deal on the 625. We ended up getting the 625. I also bought so CarQuest is really, I mean, we can't, I'll tell you, man, these guys are killing it. They just literally, we bought the battery program through CarQuest. So I just got this new Midtronics battery tester. You know, because my guys don't understand that you can't use carbon pile stuff on this carbon pile testers and all this new stuff. So this Midtronics 222P. So we bought the battery program where you got to sell like 10 batteries a month, which is definitely not a problem. I sell like 20 batteries a month. I don't know what it is, but we go through batteries like crazy. So that ADS, I talked to him about getting that ADS, and I said, you know, I sold this Autel, went on Facebook Marketplace, put it up for $1,400, sold it, told him I'd give him a cash, or that I had, you know, some cash to put down on it, or I'd buy it all outright. So I said, but I'm not touching it unless you give me a trial period with it. So they gave me a 30-day trial period with it. But unfortunately, I had to pay an extra $500 for that trial period if I want the scan tool, which I know I'm going to get it. I've seen enough research on it. So the 625 ADS, I think I ended up getting for $4,200 through CarQuest, but also I'm doing it through the parts program where I will be paying for it technically by so many parts, which I buy a lot of parts a month. So in the end, I'm gonna end up paying like $2,000 for it. Probably be all I'll pay for it. So I'm a DIY when it comes to automotive, looking for something affordable that I can relearn sensors. You know, Jake, the ag mechanic, this is the guy right here. This is what I recommend anybody. If you don't have a scan tool, you start here. So I literally can do everything that I can with my big Autel. This thing's $700. It's a 431 die gun. You can't go wrong with this thing. It's the X431 die gun. You know, this thing comes with 2 years free updates. Yeah, exactly. That 625 has a lifetime warranty. OTC, I mean, Bosch OTC has always been, they're getting back on their scanner game. But this thing right here, I'm about to lose my shit with Interstate and Optima. Yeah, Resto, you probably are experiencing what I had experienced with a couple of my guys about batteries. You got AGM dry cells. You got all these different battery types now. So, Pure Grain Liquors, that is a Maximizer MB 1900. He's had that box for going on 15 years now. It looks amazing. They don't even make that model anymore. Now their models are based off of the length or something like that. I think they call them so an 88 something. Yeah, I haven't experienced any of those truck mechanic that mine updates. So mine has 2 years free of updates, and then they're very minimal cost for these updates on them. But by then, I'll be done with the scan tool. So my thing is that I'm actually, because I'm working on enough new stuff all the time, so I will use the scan tool until the updates are gone. Then I'll sell the scan tool and buy a new one. Which there's shops out there that are loving buying these scan tools 2 years old that are needing updates because they can buy it at a discounted rate and update it and be cheaper than buying a scan tool. So like this guy that bought mine, he paid $1,400. He's buying that one for $1,400, and then he's got to pay $200 for the update. So he's getting $1,600, and a new one's $2,500. So it's not worth it for me to update them. Not when I want the better software and everything. They just work better. So Crown Battle. You ever buy parts from factory motor? Yes, Tarek. I buy factory motor parts whenever. Problem is I have to buy everything through my CarQuest. So we use a MaxTrax repair link. So I order everything. So I'm actually the parts guy, and I don't ever talk to a parts guy. I order them through my system here, which really sucks because it's an extra added step for me, and obviously an expense because I have to do that. Takes time, where I used to just call up and get parts, but it is what it is. I heard Bosch will turn in a code reader. That's I'll have to check into that truck mechanic. I guess I didn't really look into that to see what the story was with that. But that's interesting that you say that because now I will have to check that out and see. Interstate batteries, better days are behind them. Yeah, the thing is, there's only like three major manufacturers of batteries in the whole United States. Deca is one of them. Deca builds batteries for a lot of people. Interstate, I'm not sure actually even builds their batteries. They might get theirs from Deca. So I know there was a lead plant down in that did batteries down in Sedalia, Missouri, and they're gone now. EPA has really killed the battery business. So now they're importing the shit. Yep. Pure Grain Liquors. God, you make me thirsty. Pure Grain Liquors Tool Shed. If you're making your own whiskey, I need to know. I might need to get some from you. I've kind of been, I haven't had any whiskey all week. I'm waiting for Thanksgiving to get here because I'm going to get into the whiskey on Thanksgiving. I promise you, I need a good. I haven't had anything to drink for a couple weeks. Not that I need it, or I'm an alcoholic, but I just like a whiskey every now and then. Yep, the match scanner is Bosch, and when the updates are out, you lose wiring diagrams. Oh, Johnson Controls Deca and Xi. There you go, Andy. Thank you for chiming in on that. Andy brought out the Johnson Controls Deca and Xi. Those are your three battery builders. Biggest plastic labor loss. Labor loss we have had to do with parts and anything related to parts. Yep. Deca, Johnson Controls. Oh, Tarek, you came up with it too. Deca and Johnson Controls are really the only batteries these days. Yeah. Bosch, the Max scanner is Bosch, and when the updates are out, then you lose the wiring diagrams. Okay, that makes sense. Those wiring diagrams on the Bosches are pretty killer. That's my big deal is what I'm wanting. If I was close to you, I'd give you some of this 120. Dude, I definitely would. I would definitely be down for that. I appreciate good liquor. Yes, Jake the Ag Mechanic. Make sure that you look for the X34 die gun, and then it's the Roman numeral IV. Let's see if I can get this in here. That's 5, I guess. Does that make sense? I'll just show you how fast this thing boots up. I just kicked it on. Let's see here. This thing literally kicks ass on how fast it boots up. Watch how fast this thing comes on. None of my scan tools come on this fast. The only thing that's a little bit slower on is when it does a whole health report, which I could just pick the modules, but this thing will literally, it boots up in like less than like 30 seconds. Where are we at? I'm watching the clock here on the deal, the ticker. Seeing this come zinging on here. Boom. So that's that. And then you just punch on your 431. There's your deal. And then it kicks on to this. Click diagnosis, pick your car. So we'll just put demo on here. And then it'll say demo. That's it. And then it'll do a full health report scan. But the actual speed of this is a little bit slower. The demo is deceiving. It's not that fast. Yes. There you go. Rat Trap Supervisor. It's a Diagun. Yeah. This thing really kicks ass. You can't beat them. So you pull up your fault report. It'll give you all your DTCs and all that. And the thing about it is, guys, I put this, when you get one of these, make sure you put one of these tethers on here, something, because people will take your scan tool and they'll bother. So I just tie this around it, zip tied that on there to make sure that somebody doesn't lose this, because you don't want to leave this thing in the car. Because I'm not even sure you can even, I didn't ask and I haven't lost it yet, but I'm not even sure you can get this back. Customers will not bring this shit back to you. They think it's funny. I swear to God. I could tell the customer I found left it in their car and they wouldn't bring it back to me. Yeah, this is a killer. This is a killer scan tool. This is a awesome scan tool. If you're not really familiar with scan tools as DIYer, you might not need this. You might just need a code reader, which then I would buy. I have another one. And this, let me grab this one. This scan tool right here is really awesome. For somebody who doesn't, they just want a code reader. They can look up codes. The cable's over there on my box. This right here is the Autel A35 AL539. Let me make sure it comes in this awesome. I did a review on this. Sorry, got the burps now. This is actually a good scan tool to have, anyways. I want to say it's called. So it comes with a set of leads. It's a multimeter. Let me turn it on and show you how fast this son bitch is. This thing is smoking fast. Boom, look at that. I mean, this thing is stupid fast. I could literally pull up codes off of this like lightning fast, faster than anything. It ain't gonna pull anything up off of that, but it's responding. But it's also a multimeter. Shut this off. But it's not only a multimeter. So you have a dongle you put onto that for your deal. It's also a battery tester. So this is what I have for a battery tester. Also, pull this little fella back up. This is on one of my videos. Check this out. Yeah. A code reader is all you really need unless you really want to go deeper into that. But hey, Dano, what's up, man? Oh man, eyes have a hard time reading small screens up. I hear you. So this one right here, you know, this is what's good about this one because it's got a multimeter function. I tell all my techs these things are like $99. AL539. There's the part number. These things are like $100, and you can't beat them. It's a multimeter. It's a code reader. There's your multimeter. Got some leads in it. Decent leads. Nothing too crazy. They're Cat 3s. Then you got a battery tester, which this thing is killer. Like I said, so we'll get back out of this. So it's got a battery tester and a starting tester. But, I mean, almost any mechanic should have this in their box, I think. Just for the simple fact is if you wanted something, it's kind of an end-all, be-all. This little scanner right here is awesome. Nice little rubber case. Nice little blow molded case. It comes with some instructions. But it's a code reader. It's a multimeter. I don't think you can hardly beat the damn thing, to be honest with you. Comes with your user manual. It's an Altel. See if I can give you the actual product number. Oh, yeah. Great. Yeah, that's an AL539B. This is the actual packaging for it. Comes around it. AutoLink AO. And this is kind of the reads PCM. 3-point. It's got a lithium-ion battery in it, 2 probes, CD case. I didn't even look at. I didn't know it had a CD in it. Ah, look at that. Comes with a CD booklet. Memory, battery backup. I'll feed it. You know, this thing is an awesome scan tool. So, like I said, I highly recommend this one too. You know, if I didn't have a shop, I'd probably have both those scan tools, but definitely would have this one first. Just for the simple fact is that you can do a lot of things with it. Covers a lot of shit. Put that bad boy. Wipe my lip off. What I got on my lip. Yeah, once in a while it'll be. It's a 539B, Anthony. AL539B. Hey, see you later, Pure Grain Liquor. Yes, Rat Trap. Need bidirectionals, then you definitely want that 431. Bidirectional shit is definitely where it's at, is that X431. Hey, Armis. I've been busy. Busier than a one-legged cat in a sandbox, as I love to say. Oh, I didn't need that. I'm not dipping or smoking anything right now. My allergies are bothering me so damn bad. I haven't had a dip in 2 days. Haven't smoked a cigar. Haven't had any whiskey. I'm like, what do you call it? I'm like creating my own Lent, saving up for Thanksgiving. You know, I can't breathe, can't do nothing. You know, I got to keep working, so I don't want to get sick. So that's why I do that. I mean, my allergies are just fucking ridiculous. The older I get, the worse they are too. So that's the shit part about it. Oh, I need to buy another tool card, I think. That's my next deal. Stop working on old junk. Most of these customers don't have any money. There you go. Jax, I'll be honest with you. I definitely have gotten rid of these people that when they come in, they want me to put baling wire and duct tape on them. See it. Yes, I am a candidate for sainthood right now. I feel like I should have went to church this morning because I've been that good. But honestly, I just haven't. That's how it goes with me sometimes. I've always said I could probably quit drinking and chewing, which I don't drink that much really anyways. One or two glasses of whiskey. Usually I'd live stream, you know, whatever. Shut the front door. Is that the big deal now? He can't go on vacation because he didn't get a check from YouTube? Well, that is too damn bad. Maybe he should get a real job. I thought if you're retired, do you really? I guess I'm, I mean, not to talk any crap, but last time all the people I know that are retired, they don't really worry about any of that. Irish welding rod, that's a good one, Jake. No, I haven't been to see the Mac guy this week. I'll probably try to get to him this week. I just been too damn busy. I got new tools coming. I just didn't have any time to go get the Snap-on guy. I bought a light and a brush from the Snap-on guy. I got some wrenches from the Matco guy. A lot of stuff's on order. Cornrow guy's got a bunch of shit. It's on order. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. Does that help on here? I don't know. Everyday Fleet Tech, does that make a difference? Maybe I should hit my own thumbs up. I don't even know how to do that. Oh, I'm on I'm on the little, what do you call this? The duck head. StreamYard. Why do they have a duck on here and call it StreamYard? I guess I don't understand that. Raise the hourly rates and get rid of a lot of deadbeat poor motherfuckers. Yeah, Rat Trap, that's exactly what the deal is. Raising the rate. We didn't raise our hourly rate. We raised it $10. But I definitely, when a customer comes in and they look like they're gonna, if anything, I feel special every day. Everyday Fleet Tech. Whenever I get up, I feel like I need a helmet. That way I don't fall out of bed and hurt myself. So if that's the kind of special you're talking about, then I'm on board with that every day. Yeah. It is a fickle bitch out here in these streets, as Justin would say, in these streets out here just working. Yeah, I love it when he says that. I just don't like. I got this thing right here, and this guy's. I mean, this is borderline. This guy was. He's got a fuel pump and a blower motor out of this truck right here. And he was borderline crying about what I was going to cost him for a fuel pump and a blower fan. And I said, well, you don't like it, you can take your rusty piece of shit and have somebody else do it, because I don't really care. I mean, I got work lined up. I'm getting 5 to 7 cars every day. I swear to God, consistently added. And then I want to get the new ones. I want to get the cars out of here, so I keep them rolling. We're doing a pretty good job keeping up with it. But when you get these shitty jobs that are like, like I got this Jeep Commander out here. I got a whole wiring harness I'm replacing and a PCM that's getting rebuilt. That's the shit that hangs you up because I got to wait for that computer to go out and come back. And that's just it with the shop stuff here. And then I got this, I got a tranny over here. This guy wanted a tranny. That he wants that built. I don't build trannies, but my partner is an awesome tranny builder. I just don't care to get into learning that shit. I'm the wiring guy. I do the shit diagnostic stuff. I do all the scan tool. I'm the computer nerd. I mean, we've literally got $100,000 with between all of our computers. That's all scan tool stuff up there. I'm buying another cart to make a diagnostic cart. I'm not right up there with Flat Rate Master and Cody and all those, but yeah, it's hard out there for all pimp. It's just the scan tool stuff is staying up on this diagnostic stuff is definitely the challenge, but it's where the money's going to be at. I'm going to start doing mobile tech stuff is what I think my whole game plan is. I think I'm going to buy a small van, or we have a Chevy Venture that we have, and I'm thinking about doing that too. Turning it into a mobile diagnostics because computer programming, all that stuff. None of these guys want to pay for that shit. When you turn on a Chrysler scan tool, to do, we've got, where's my laptops? I got 2 Toughbooks. I've got the IDS and the Chrysler. They're all up on top there. I mean, when you turn on these scan tools for these programming, it's like $130. So, and then Chrysler, you can get 3 shots with that. So, it's nice to have those lined up to do them all at once. Makes it out better. I can wake up and spin some chrome in the shop, and is a special day. Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of my deal. Is I'm definitely looking to capitalize on doing some diagnostic stuff, but I'm going to build a cart and I want to build a mobile tech van because we're getting asked. These shops are always dropping cars off down here, and I think I'm just going to do a minimum charge to go to these shops and do programming and call it a day. You know, because we just can't take on. Our lot isn't big enough here. My my partner wants to build a bigger shop, but I'm like, why would we go anywhere when we got plenty of room here? It's not huge, but I just don't feel like I need to expand yet. Put more money in the bank. That's what I want to do. We save all our cans here, nickel for nickel. uh, Anywho, what else you guys want to see? Anybody want to see I don't really have anything else I can show you in the shop. Um, Whatever you guys want. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? Anybody got to tell me? And nobody said F you yet. So definitely got quite a few people on here watching, which is cool. 37 people interested in seeing me yip yap is pretty interesting, I guess. Appreciate people like Resto Rods and Justin coming on and Everyday Fleet Tech. One of these days I need to do. Hey, take care, one mechanic. Appreciate you stopping by, as always. Um, yeah, let's see here. Right, bigger is not always better, except for in one area. Yep, I agree. Bigger is not always better. In my case, bigger toolbox is not always better. I really like my cart idea. That was my whole game plan of doing my cart. You know, he brought this thing up here, and I have more tools than he does. That's that's no joke. I mean, like I have shitloads more tools than he does. Um, he's got that big box, but I've got 4 boxes. So yes, thank you. Because it's so everyday fleet tech, it is a pain in the ass. I was actually gonna try to make a video and do some work tonight. I just ain't got the patience, man. You know, when I'm working on something, to move a camera, make a video, move a camera, God, I mean, it is a pain in the ass. And I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you're right. Ag bigger shop at less profit. That's exactly right. Right now, I feel comfortable. We have a good overhead where we can make money. But back to everyday fleet tech, you know, people ask me all the time, when are you going to make videos? You know, the problem is, guys, I make money by the minute. I know you've heard me say it before. I count every minute I'm working. You know, I'm making money. You know, I'm a big dude, but I still move with a purpose, and I move as if as if every minute is costing me, and that's just it. So, yeah, I got a GoPro, but I'm gonna try to buy a different one. Maybe we'll get to the point where when I get some. But the other thing is, I have 2 or 3 guys here, all the time. It's a tight shop, and I'm not sure that I really want those guys, jumping on that. They say shit. I don't really want that kind of content out there about my shop. Um, Not that it's embarrassing. You know, it's a shop. You know, anybody knows. You know, we're a step above sailors, a notch below truckers. Maybe that's where I land ourselves at. uh, but the thing is about it is that when I'm making a video about doing something, I just don't have the time to position the camera, play that game. I want to get it done, get the job out of there. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, you're right. Everyday fleet tech. That's the deal. Posers, the larpers. I love it, dude. Larpers. Justin's nailed it with the larpers. Live action role players. These guys that want to be mechanics that aren't mechanics. They'll go out and tell everybody. I worked out of my house and I could consistently make my own schedule where I would do one car at a time, I would do videos. I think those guys that are doing that because they're making the amount of money that they can that satisfies them. But for me, I just have too many customers coming in. I don't have the time to stop and make the video. Right? There you go. A real mechanic does know mechanic talk, and that's why the DIYers get pissed off because they don't understand it. And then, it's been that way for years. Let's be honest here. Mechanics, no mechanics. That's all there is to it. And there's different types of mechanics. You got guys that are good at changing engines, guys that are good at pulling transmissions. You got your diagnostic guys, you got your guys that are, rear end guys, stuff like that. They're just good at doing that shit. And the difference. One guy might not be the greatest diagnostic guy, but he'll be a great, suspension and brake guy. One guy might be a better guy at working on Volvos or whatnot. So, hey, Dano. Wow, you're at work too now, Everyday Fleet Tech. I just don't really need to. I don't want to be. I just had I had that Dodge I was driving to make sure I pulled the actuator off it, double checked the turbo to make sure that I really had this turbo issue, and finally got it sorted out that's my problem. You're right. Changing your own oil and spark plugs does not make you a mechanic. That makes you a glorified lube tech. Let's keep that in mind. One guy might be cleaning his toolbox. Yeah, good at cleaning his toolbox. Yeah. Well, I'm not even good at that anymore. Fuck, I don't even look. I've got shit on the shelf above my cart because I'm tired of fucking putting everything away. What other tools similar to a scan tool make troubleshooting? I'll have basic hand tools, and I'm looking to get one of the more specialty. Hey, you don't load your own 556 Everyday Fleet Tech? I load mine. It's real cheap for me. I got 55-gallon drums full of brass. Anthony, I would say for getting specialty stuff for making scan tools, like I said, that 431, that's definitely a good scan tool to get if you're DIYer and you don't know much about scan tools. Buy this, the Autel AL539. I think that's a good start for anybody who's a DIYer into that level for $100. You got a pretty good code reader. Bidirectional controls are not for somebody who doesn't understand scan tools. You have to understand bidirectional controls. They definitely it'll look like Sputnik to you if you don't understand that. Oh, Jesus, man, these live streams go quick. I can't believe it's been an hour and 45 minutes already. And I still got some paperwork to do here in the shop. I gotta go. Let's go walk back here and close down the shop. Let's see if it hangs on. Everything doesn't shut down. Give you guys a quick toolbox tour of what's going on in the old Jamestown Matco cart. This thing is turn on my makeshift light. You see, I got all the Harbor Freight lights that I never use up there, but this thing's used to be. Look at all my. This is part of my toolbox here. So I put all these cases, just shitloads of tools stacked up on a shelf here. And I've got this right here. You talk about a pain in the ass when you're working. Now, you guys, I haven't really showed my toolbox for a long time here now. I'm stacking shit upon stacking shit in my toolbox. So it is getting worse. A lot worse. I did buy some toolbox widgets. Those things are awesome. They did give me a little bit more room. I was able to get my thin wrench Capri wrenches in there. Toolbox widgets definitely worked out really good. Really happy with how that helped out in here. Oh, I bought these Snap-on pry tools. They were pretty awesome too. Nothing too fancy there. Yeah, this is what I got to deal with. This is my everyday dilemma. I can't even get the fucking door shut half the time because I got so much shit stacked in here. You see, I mean, this stuff is just stacked upon stack. I had to put my wrenches down here. I got just shit stacked, all sorts of stuff. Plier drawer, it's an absolute mess. Once again, shit stacked upon stack. Didn't even put my bits away. Been using these Hyper Step drill bits. These things are killing it. I love these Hyper Step drill bits. You guys don't have them. That's one thing Matco's got. Put this shit away here. Oh, look at it. Been using the shit out of this multimeter too. This thing's awesome. Definitely best multimeter I've had for a long time. Oh boy. I must be losing people. They're dropping like flies. No, I do not have my Max box yet. Yeah, you're right. Everyday Flea Tech. Trust me, I've got a new toolbox coming. I just ain't got nowhere to put it. Look at the shop. I mean, I've got no room on the walls. And if I want to have more techs, you know, we've got, you know, they've got toolboxes over here. So I've got, I got a toolbox over in that corner of theirs. Their toolbox. Got one text toolbox there. I would have to put my toolbox back in that corner. And quite frankly, I don't want to walk clear back to that corner of the shop to get tools. Shut this light off. Sorry about the Jake jogging around. Ugh. Regal needs a new motor. Robert Rainey, what up? Mark Schumacher, you ain't shitting. I got shit stacked up on shit. So I got 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. That's what I got. Right angle drill and stubby Mac cobalt bits. Damn it. Jake, I'm definitely going to be getting the stubby cobalts then. I've been wanting those. Exhaust manifold on a GMC pickup and the non-turbo side. 3 days and broke every stud. Holy shit, Dano. That ain't no fun. Hey, James, what's up? Yeah, no, yeah, the timing chain broke and then the motor shell, Jake. You know how easy those things are to change. I got a bet with my mechanic. I told him that if he could change the whole thing in like 4 hours, I'd give him an extra $200. I'm pretty sure we could do it in 4 hours. I think book time on it pays like 6 or 6.5. The Tech Series boxes are really good, Anthony. That's what I had. I've got a couple Tech 1000s. I always liked them, but I'm gonna probably get a Maximizer now. It's gonna be my retirement toolbox. I'm just tired of having all these extra toolboxes. Yeah, I know. I mean, he's got a 1900 toolbox. I mean, put in perspective, this toolbox is I think 88 inches long. Let's see if I can get a let me get a measure. Let me get a measure on it real quick. Can't remember how long they are. What this damn these inches at. See if I can get a tape measure here. Probably had one laying around. I had a tape measure sitting up here. Apparently it doesn't. Oh, you guys are screaming. I guarantee you're like, they're right up there on top. So this toolbox. Yeah, 88 inches. So that toolbox is 88 inches long. With the yeah, it's 114 inches long. 114 with the side locker. So it's a big ass toolbox. But the height on it's right. You know, I'm about 6 foot tall. So it comes up just underneath about my sternum, below my sternum is where I want the toolbox. That makes a difference. And the drawers, once again, are deep. I believe these are 28 inches deep. The older models are, let me get a measure on that real quick. Yeah. "26 inches was the older boxes. The new ones are 30 inches. So they're a little bit deeper now for the newer Maximizers. But definitely great boxes. Yeah. Hey, thanks for telling me. James Lawler, I'm 41. I am not 30. I look younger than I really am. Whoop. Just so everybody knows, James Lawler thinks I'm 30. I'm 41. I'll have a pop quiz on that later in one of these live streams someday. I think about the average price on a tech series about 50, 55, 6,500 for, you know, and that's list price. You can get them for way better deal than that. Yeah, I know. I always tell everybody, I'm really 64. No, I'm really 21. Don't look a day over 41. The average price is tech series. Signal from some reason is really weak. You're cutting in and out. Yeah, probably because I'm moving around. Let me know if it gets worse. People probably get tired of listening to it. I'm just about ready to shut her down here in a little bit. We'll see what happens. See if we get some more chatter going on here. I think about 2 hours is about my limit on Sundays for live streaming. Definitely a good time with you guys here, though. I'm impressed with how many people get on and want to talk to me. You know, just a hillbilly from Iowa, right in the middle of the world deal. And I'm not even really so technically this isn't the Rust Belt. I was made aware of that the Rust Belt is actually where the industrial change was, which was through Ohio. So, but Iowa does have some Rust Belt deals. Great live stream tonight. Well, thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Hey, see you later if it's not fixed. Young pup, I'm 50, Robert says. Yeah. No, trust me, I'll be 50 before I know it. I feel 55. I'm 21, but I feel great. My eyes are all swelled up. Look at those things. They're just, I didn't even notice how bad they were until I was looking at my live stream. My girlfriend was like, "You look like you're sick." It's really just allergies. I get terrible allergies, and I've never had them before. But the older I'm getting here now, but somebody told me when they got in their 40s, they did too. I'm trying to keep them coming. Um, I need to do tool reviews. That's what I really want to do. More of the stuff that I get. Once I get my toolbox situation figured out, and we get the shop under control a little more. Hopefully, I get these two more guys hired. If I get these two guys hired, I'm gonna be in the money, and then I'm gonna start doing some mobile shit. I think. Thank you, Freddie Tech. I appreciate it. Uh, Hillbilly from Missouri, Robert. Dude, Missouri. I would move to Missouri in a heartbeat. To be honest with you, I used to live there for a little bit. I love Missouri. Everybody down there is so good. Devil's lettuce make your eyes red. I can promise you that I don't have any of that shit going on. We're a DOT certified shop, and I don't want to go through that mess. Oh, I already got the arthritis too. There you go, Mark. I got arthritis bad too. See how my fingers locked up? Mike Swindell's in Indiana. There's a lot of you guys in Ohio. Like YouTube is big in Ohio for some reason for mechanic stuff. That area, Indiana, whatever. The devil rat trap says. Hey, Garrison G. Mac Axis ratchets are holding up great. I think I'm going to trade in. I was thinking about this the other day when I ran my random ADD thoughts that I was going to trade in some of my Snap-on stuff for some stuff. Michigan, yep, you guys are all up in there in the real deep north up there where it gets really cold. I'm down here where it's North Carolina. Kyle's in the best spot. I'm going to move down there and can't. Kyle, Zane, he's from down in Southwest Kansas. Yeah, all over. I seen one guy was from Great Britain or something that was on here the other day. Told me it's from over there, over across the pond. Little fella from across the pond. I'm glad this worked out on my phone. New York in the house. Peter, I'm sorry you live in New York. Hopefully it's not so bad. Are you in upstate New York at least? You live close to Erico? Over there by, what is it, Voca, New York? Minnesota, tropical temps and right wingers. Wrong on both counts. Yeah, James Lawler. My brother lives in Faribault. I'm from up north too. Glenn Miller, you gotta get the Max Axis. Let's talk about it. Let me go grab my Mac. I love just holding it sometimes. You ever just hold something in your hand? All right. Let's talk. Let's get the Mac Axis stuff. Jake, you're up in Minnesota too. Connecticut, Long Island. Damn. Tell me about updated head. So here's the Mac Axis. Let's get a little closer. Get you on the turntable on this ratchet. Okay. Now I will say the Maca ones are a little bit thinner, but honestly, I don't really honestly believe that's ever going to matter. This is the Snap-on. Let's get the Snap-on behind here. The Snap-on is a little bit chunkier than the Mac one. I think Resto Rods has got about the best handle on these ratchets as far as how long he's used them compared to a Snap-on. So I only got this shitty locking hand, but this is the one I'm going to trade in. I think I'm going to get rid of this locking Snap-on. I got this on a deal anyways, and I put a brand new handle on it. But I hate these stupid locking Snap-on ones. They're shit. And obviously, you can see I've used the shit out of this thing. But I put a new handle on it because I like took a big chunk out of it. But the handles on these Mac Axis ratchets versus the Snap-on. Now, I don't mind. They are a little bit bigger, but here's the thing is, for me, my fat sausage fingers don't quite wrap around that all the way, whereas these, see how that comes in close? So this is the palm swell on this for me. You know, and I'm a big guy, but I'm a big advocate of palm swell. When I grab this ratchet, I get a full grip on this thing, really good, really solid. I get a good feel for it when I'm taking a fastener off. What I really dig about these flex head ratchets is how nice and tight these heads are. These flex heads don't really mesh. They're pretty solid. You see how floppy these Snap-on flex heads get. I don't know if the Macs get that floppy after a while, but I've heard some people say they don't. But I just really like the smaller grip on this handle. It's it's just to me a better softer grip feel. Maybe it's because I'm just used to the older ratchets without soft grip. I kind of miss that and dig that. But they're definitely a sweet ratchet. Feels good in the hand. It's not really all about really feeling good in the hand. It's a 92. For me, I guess it just when I feel the actual fastener ratcheting on the fastener, it gives me a better feel of what I'm working with. Yeah, I should have worded that different. You're right, Garrison. If you look back earlier at my live stream, Mark, just reverse back to it and you'll see some stuff. Hey, man, James, I say if you're going to buy it not on the tool chuck, Tekton, Gear Wrench. Actually, I have a little bit of Tekton, but Gray Pneumatics, Sonex. I have all those. Used all that shit. SK. If you've got a Harbor Freight close, buy Harbor Freight if it works for you. But there's limited shit that I use from Harbor Freight that I wouldn't, like I would probably buy some Pittsburgh sockets. The old stuff didn't work worth a shit. Back when I bought it, I'll be honest with you, I bought a bunch of Pittsburgh shit. I just returned it, kept it all in a drawer for years and returned it and got my Pittsburgh sockets. And I'm using them here now just because I don't want the guys to lose my good shit. But I have some Pittsburgh sockets that I changed out. Yeah, soft grip. There you go. Soft grip's nice to be working the cold too. It does make a little bit of difference. I personally, but Capri, Matt Meyer, very good idea, very good one. Matt Capri, Gear Wrench, all that shit's really good. This one, Rat Trap, does not interfere with putting a cheater bar on it. You can see how much difference you can slip. So these ones are pretty fat compared to these. These Mac ones are almost, they're almost non-existent. You can get a cheater bar on them, I promise you. I haven't had to do it, but that's because I've got like a 30-inch, 38 ratchet and a 30-inch half-inch ratchet. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of great tool companies out there nowadays. There's just no way to put it down. You can buy, as a DIYer, you can buy good Milwaukee shit, which is at a fair price. You can buy Gray Pneumatic, you can buy Capri, you can buy Tekton, you can buy all that stuff, Sonex. As far as chrome socket stuff goes, I think I would probably just buy, I don't know. S&K is such a hard one for me to promote right now because they don't have dealers everywhere. Matco ratchets, Mike, I've got a couple of Matco ratchets and they always have worked well for me. But these Mac ones have got me just feeling, I don't, maybe I'm biased. Maybe it's just because I like Mac. My Mac dealer's awesome. I've never had a Matco guy worth a fuck, to be honest with you. They're either they don't know shit or they think they just buy the truck and they show up and people are going to buy their stuff. And I usually know more than they do. So takes a lot for me to really like a tool guy too. I know a lot about tools, so it's like when they show up and I'm like, I ask them when they lie to me about who makes their shit. So for instance, Astro Pneumatic makes a lot of stuff for them, and I say, so does Astro make this? And they go, oh no, we do. And I'm like, no, you don't. First of all, you lied. I just caught your ass in a lie. Gear, yeah, you know what? Hey, Rat Trap, I'll be honest with you. I do have some gear end sockets, and I have been really impressed. And I was going to do a review on them, but I haven't got to that point yet. I wanted to show them. I was actually fairly impressed with the gear inch socket. So I bought a set of the mid lengths. So this is a 1/4 inch mid length. The broaching on this is pretty decent. So I bought a set of these mid lengths just because I didn't have any chrome mid lengths, and I bought all Snap-on impacts mid lengths. But so I was looking at these sockets, and they have their rounded bolt technology just the same as everybody else. Whatever, blah blah blah. It's got a deep cut in there. But I was actually kind of impressed with these. So I've got 3/8 and 1/4 inch in there. And I have used this one. This one does have a little bit deeper broaching than normal. So this is my Mac 15, and you can obviously see it's a 3/8 15 that's been used a lot. This is my go-to socket quite a bit for 3/8. Very heavy duty. It is a little bit thicker than the gear wrench, but that being said, I think that the socket for a guy starting off and wanting to buy a cheap set, this is a pretty good deal for these sockets. Do really, really, so Mac is one of the only few that have a slight knurling around the edge. Gear wrench, this is my favorite right here. This knurling is awesome. I am a huge, huge advocate of knurling right at the edge. I will tell you that right now. I wish everybody made their fucking sockets, pardon my French, made their sockets with knurling. Mac has the best knurling on their extensions. I'll have to show you that another time. But this knurling on these things, badass. Yeah, the mid lengths are really awesome. No Matco ratchets are made by AJ, right side out of Chicago. Gear wrenches are made in China now. Matco ratchets are made by AJ right outside of Chicago. What's AJ, Tino? Grady Manic Snap-on is my best option. Yep. Good info, thanks. Are Matco ratchets made by Gear Wrenchers? No, they suspiciously they're made by the same company, I'm pretty sure. Best wobble impact socket set would be the Gray Pneumatics. Anthony. Definitely, if I was going to get Gray Pneumatics or Sunex, are the best wobble impacts. And then the best impact sets, impact swivels, in my opinion, are Matco or Snap-on. Yes, Jake, I'm the same way. It fucking irritates me. And I'll be honest with you, I hate the Snap-on ones. They're such a pain in my ass. I don't know if I got. Let's just go grab these suckers. I have all my tools over here in a minute. All right. So, and maybe this is why too. I like the knurling because over the years. So I'm gonna start off. This is a Snap-on Wobble Plus, and I'm not gonna get started on why I don't like the Wobble Plus extensions, but I will talk about Snap-on's knurling. Their knurling is almost non-existent in my opinion. It barely catches your fingers, and I was not impressed with that. I never had any extensions until I bought this Wobble Plus ones. This is a Mac knurling, aggressive, and it's on the head and the shaft. So you have two places you can grab it, and it's aggressive. Another company who does a good job, and this is probably why I've always liked the knurling, SK. Once again, fairly aggressive. These are things that matter to me very much. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the way I grab them, but the sockets on the Mac ones are not super good, but they're more than the Snap-ons. But these gear wrenches really got really good knurling. Makes a huge difference to me. I've used the shit out of these Mac locking extensions for years. These are USA Mac locking ones. Probably can't even find them for that. I don't know if you can see that. These are USA made ones. I've had these forever. Never broken them. These are my go-to. This is a 24-inch, quarter-inch locking extension. And I love this bad boy. So that's my go-to. But I have a bunch of Mac extensions in the house still. I don't use them. There's somebody lurking around in the parking lot out here. I don't use them all that much. Holy shit. Tino, Rat Trap, that was made in Texas. Matco opened up their plant in South Carolina, but was flooded in 2015. They're having issues with 18 months as some of the machine was destroyed. They moved to AJ. What is AJ? AJ Manufacturing. Okay, sorry. I didn't see you already answered that, Tino. Don't answer that again. Yes. SK locking extensions, money. But the Wobble Plus is my favorite. I just don't have any good luck with them. Jake the Egg Mechanic. So here's my problem with them. Good thing I got a quarter-inch right here. So this is all fine and dandy. They work good like that. But if I want them to wobble, usually when I'm pushing a fastener down in there, they stick like that and they're straight on. So the wobble goes away. So I'm like, I'll be trying to push the fastener, and they always click in straight. That's what pisses me off about them. I never get to use the Wobble Plus feature because I bought the quarter-inch set just to. I wanted another quarter-inch Snap-on rafter, and they had a deal on them by BOGO, so I bought these sets. Otherwise, I would love these sets of quarter-inch, but the knurling still it irritates me because it's almost non-existent. I mean, it's really faint. I don't get a good grip on it. My fingers are too calloused to really get on it. But the Wobble Pluses, this is what they do on me all the time. I'll be trying to put a fastener on, and bloop, they'll click into the straight position. Well, I needed the angle, so I'll be pushing against something to try to get it up in there, and they click on to straight. So I just stick with the old Wobble extension from that aspect, I guess. I have luck with the Wobble Plus. Really? Yeah, I wished I did, but every time I'm using them, they piss me off. I want to sell them. Yeah, you know what? I've noticed. I don't have any, but I've noticed with some cheaper extensions, they work like Wobble Pluses. To be honest with you, there's some Wobble Plus extensions. Seems like too the heavier the socket you get on the Wobble Pluses, which you get the heavier fastener, they really slide down in there real quick. So you just barely touch it, and boom, they pop right on. They don't stay locked. These Mac ones, I've always had absolutely good luck. Maybe it's because I have Mac sockets too, but you can't pull them apart hardly. Whoop. You really got to yank on them hard. I just broke it. You got to be shitting me. did. There we go. Yeah. Tool manufacturer makes for Matco, Mac, and Snap-on. Yeah, I've heard the name AJ Tool Manufacturing. Yeah, let's look up some of the shit they make. They make some stuff for. Nah, it's good. I fixed it. I had a little schmooze in there. J. Is it in Wisconsin? Total Tools. CNC. Oh, they do plastic injection molding, custom machining. Oh, that must not be the right one. AJ Tool Company. That's not the right one either. There's a lot of people that say AJ Tool Company on here. Newton, it says Connecticut. What the hell is going on here? Is AJ Tool Company in Connecticut? Is that what you were saying, Tino? Oh shit. Specialized in design and building plastic injection molds, thermostatic. Must be a different one. I must be on the wrong one. Hubertus, Wisconsin. Man, it's the same place. So they must have a plant in Connecticut. Elmhurst, Illinois. Okay, so that's outside Chicago. I know where that's at. Elmhurst, Illinois. There's like 900 different AJ Tool companies. Got some creepy people jacking around the shop. I know I heard this truck. There we go. Elmhurst, Illinois. Huh. Interesting. Look at their products. They got the twist sockets. So they build the twist sockets, torque sticks. Oh, got chills. Hold on. Hold on a second. All right. Lost a bunch of people. Yep. I got him now. Looks like they do a lot of impact sockets and stuff. I know there's a shitload of different tool companies out there. You know, like Lang and oh shit, there's Thexton. Thexton builds a lot of shit for people. You know, it is what it is. Just like these guys build, you know, Cornwall gets all their stuff built by somebody, a bunch of people. But yeah, this is I'm getting tired. I got some stuff to do here. It's 9 o'clock. I think I'm gonna shut her down. It's been almost 2 hours, 22 minutes in here. I'm out of here too, Glenn. Drunk but still here. Hey, still here, Jake. Appreciate you guys watching. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that business. Ring that bell. For Brad's Workbench loves it when I say that. Ring that bell. And remember, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. I'm going to shut her down now. So thanks for watching. Love you guys.